Barbers, if you're not fully booked in 2025, you seriously need to ask yourself why. Because with the way social media works right now, there's no excuse, not anymore. Let me put this into perspective. The barbering industry in the UK is now worth £6.6 billion. That's a 16% increase compared to just 5 years ago. What does that mean? More clients, more opportunity, but still, some barbers are struggling to fill their chairs. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how you get fully booked using your own resources, your phone, your chair, and the free power of social media. This is the same process that helped me hit 200 plus cuts a month when I was cutting out of a shed in my parents' garden, literally in the middle of nowhere. Social media changed everything, allowing clients to travel 3.5 hours to sit in my chair, and today allowing me to earn £2,400 in a single day. So trust me, this works. Lock in, take notes, let's get into the video. Okay, right, let's go. So we're now jumping straight into the video. My goal with this video is teaching you how to become fully booked as a barber, taking you from your position right now where you're struggling to get clients, utilizing things that you already have so that you become that in-demand barber and ultimately scaling to those big months when you're fully booked and generating a higher income. We're going to do this by using 4 simple steps, okay? And it's a lot easier than what you think when you break it down and start implementing them straight away. So with that being said, let's jump into step 1, using your own resources. We're coming in to step 1, all right? And stage 1 is really important. Stage 1 is all about you losing your pride, all right? This is a moment where you need to realize that this is a business, so you need to treat it as one and lose your pride, because ultimately you want to earn more money a month. So now we've lost our pride, what I want you to do is pull out your phone and text 20 people minimum on your contact list, offering them a free haircut. I know this sounds crazy and people aren't going to want to do that, but simply in your message, when you're scripting it up, ask them, I would love to cut your hair for free in exchange for some content. Understand that we're not completely losing something here, right? We're going to cut their hair in exchange for content. Why? Because ultimately content is going to be a big driving factor to getting clients in our chair. So once we get 20 people, you might not get 20 people come back from the text, but you should at least get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least, because people love a bargain. So make sure that you say in exchange for content so that they're happy to be filmed, all right? So that's stage 1, is utilizing our own resources, all right? Just to go through it again, lose your pride, take out your phone and message 20 people minimum in your contact list saying, hey, I'd love to cut your hair for free in exchange for content. So now we've got that, let's move on to stage 2, and it's all about content styles. The content styles that you can use when creating these content on those clients that you're cutting for free. These can be things like carousels, education content, process videos, and consultation videos, okay? The reason why I chose these 4 content styles is because these are the most effective content styles when it drives traffic to new pages. Content style number 1, carousels. Let's talk about why these are so effective. Carousels are an excellent method for breaking down haircuts into individual and specific moments, enabling you to demonstrate your skills and showcase your expertise to potential clients. Another significant advantage of using carousels is the opportunity to post your best haircuts of the week, which allows prospect clients to see your versatility in performing various styles. Additionally, carousels are time effective compared to editing a complete reel. So I like to use carousels for using it as a showcase opportunity for showing your best haircuts of the week. Like I mentioned here, it is a lot easier to create a carousel post than fully editing a video, especially when you haven't got the skills to edit a video. I have created another video in the past going through my editing process. I'll make sure to link it down below. Watch that so you actually understand how to edit a video effectively. So what we want to do with our carousels, we can either use this as posting our best haircuts of the week, or technical skills are a great way to position you as an authority for potential clients. Clients want to see that you have the skills and knowledge to give people the best haircut that they possibly can. So carousels are a great way, but make sure that you're not overcrowding the carousels. Make sure that you're posting 4 simple haircuts. Don't sit there and post 10 haircuts that are extremely similar, because people will get bored. We need to make sure that these are engaging. So we've covered carousels. Let's move on to the second content style, education content. Education content is extremely powerful. Why? Because education content is an excellent way to establish you as an authority in the barbering industry. However, if you aim to attract more clients in your chair, considering tailoring your educational material to topics like how to style my hair in a middle part at home, or how to maintain a clean beard line. This approach is effective because you provide potential clients with the valuable insights which subconsciously encourage them to book an appointment with you because they've received free value. So with educational content, people who want to sit in a chair don't really want to see, okay, this is how you perform an exceptional graduation, okay? Ultimately, people who aren't barbers won't understand that, okay? So you want to make sure that you can use content styles such as, here's how to make your haircut last longer after the barbers, okay? Or here's how to maintain your beard at home when you can't get to the barbers. Make sure that you do highlight your your skill set through your content. But right now we're focusing on generating clients, okay? Rather than say, if we want to use our educational content to push a digital product through education, that's where we want to really highlight our technical skills in a deeper level, really attracting barbers, because that's who's going to buy from it. Because Henry down the road, who just wants a haircut, doesn't understand what a graduation is, how you're going to layer a haircut. Of course, you can tailor it to them so that it's easy consumable for a client, but you just want to make sure that you get that point across within your educational content. Just to recap, you want to make sure that we're tailoring our educational content for clients watching it. So, tips and tricks to how to maintain your hair at home, or make sure you stop doing this one thing that's messing up your beard line. Giving the client free value and position yourself as that authority. Now we've gone through educational content, let's talk about our process videos. I absolutely love process videos. It's my favorite style of content to make. Our process videos, this is one of the most effective content styles for attracting new clients to your chair. They showcase your full skill set by allowing potential clients to see your entire approach from start to finish. To make the most out of your process videos, be sure to highlight a variety of cuts, because what you post is what you'll attract. I am a huge believer of what you post is what you attract, okay? If you sit there and you constantly post buzz cuts, you're going to get clients who have buzz cuts because it's what they see. For me, I post a lot of graduation haircuts, and that is primarily my content and primarily my clients, okay? That's what clients sit in my chair, because that's what content I post the most. But with our process video, we want to highlight our skill set throughout the whole video so that your client can see your whole process, so they can see that you are technical with it. If you're good at taking clean sections, make sure you highlight that within your videos. If you're great at styling and finishing cuts, make sure that that is the bulk of your video. You want to use this to tailor to your suits. Make sure that you're using what you are best at to showcase your work properly, okay? So whether that be your fading, your scissor work, your styling, make sure that you focus it around that, okay? And then you just want to show your process from point A to point B, from when they first walk in to when they leave the shop, okay? And just show your unique approach to this. This is a great way because clients can see how you tackle their hair and what experience they can get from it, okay? So now that we've covered our process video, let's head on in to our consultation video, the final out of the 4 content styles. Consultation and process videos are going to be a great driving factor to getting clients into your chair. I've said this in so many videos, in my old videos, so make sure you go back through to my channel and watch all of my old videos. I go really in depth on all of these content styles. In my opinion, a consultation video is the most powerful way to get clients in your chair. Why? Because they allow you to showcase your expertise through real conversations, positioning you as an authority in your craft. Plus, you get to highlight how you identify and fix problem areas that your clients are facing. And whatever you do, make sure you capture their reaction at the end. That moment builds trust like nothing else. With a consultation video, we want to focus on the real conversations at the start of the video. This should be a process that you're doing every time you cut hair anyway. Your consultation is you finding out what your client wants when they're sitting in your chair. So you really want to focus on that conversation and ask them questions like, what are you struggling with your hair at the moment? What areas are annoying you with your hair at the moment? What did your barber do last time that you didn't like? These are 1, great hooks at the start of videos to capture the audience, and 2, it shows you actually understand what the client is want and the problems they're facing. So let's recap what the consultation needs to have. You need to highlight your expertise through real conversations. This positions you as an authority, and plus highlight how you identify and fix their problem areas. Pro tip, make sure you capture their reaction at the end. This builds trust like nothing else. So capture their reaction at the end of the video of them being happy with the cut that you've given them, because ultimately that shows that you're doing a good job, enticing new clients to book into your chair, and you'll see your bookings skyrocket if you start posting consultation and process videos. But however, these are the 4 strongest content styles to drive traffic to your booking link. So that's stage 2 finished. Let's move on to stage 3. And this is really, really important. I like to call it digital word of mouth. We have our clients in our chair, okay? We've finished the haircut, we've got our content out of them. Now what I want you to do is pick up your phone, take a story and tag them within your story. Why are we going to do this? Because 1, it allows you to utilize their natural resources and reach within the local area. As soon as people in the local area see that you're cutting their friends, you are instantly going to become a trustable resource within the local area. So we want to utilize tagging our clients in our stories when we're trying to build our clientele. This is a great way to use digital word of mouth. I'm sure that all of you have heard the power of word of mouth. Clients telling clients that you are the go-to barber. Rather than relying on clients to tell friends, which sometimes can be a very slow process, or the old-fashioned way of, right, let's do some leaflet handling, that way is dead, okay? Utilize social media and the reach and the potential it has. Digital word of mouth. Take out your phone once we've cut the client's hair. This is where we're going to showcase a final shot. All right, you with a clean fade, whatever you need to do, make sure that your story is clean. Tag them and ask them to repost it. You can either offer them 10% off their next service if they repost it and share it to their friends, okay? Why? Because you're using their natural resource within the local area to position yourself as an authority so that more local people within the area see you as that trusted resource because you're cutting their friend's hair, and that entices them to book in with you. This is going to be your social proof utilizing digital word of mouth. This is a massive driving factor to getting those clients booked in and getting you fully booked. Now, let's move on to the final stage, stage 4. Now, moving on to stage 4. All right. So stage 4 actually combines stage 1 and stage 2. We're going to utilize our own resources. Let's say we now have our clients coming in from us just messaging them and having cold outreach and just getting clients in. I mentioned that we want to get content for a free cut in exchange, okay? We're exchanging a free cut for content. Now we understand what content styles we need to get out of these free cuts, okay? But what content are you actually going to get out of those free cuts so that you utilize the time that you have with those potential clients? Because at the start, you haven't got that many clients. So you want to get as much content as you can out of these clients. What I want you to do, out of one client you get from your own resources, I want you to make 3 videos. I want you to make 1 consultation video. So again, highlighting the natural conversations and the authority positioning that you have within those consultation videos. Okay. 2, film a process video within the same video so that you can highlight your technical skills. And then finally, I want you to capture before and after clips. So what I want you to do is make sure with your before and after clips that you capture 3 of the before clips using different style of angles and 3 of the after clips, so that it allows you to make a dynamic before and after clip. By having 1 of each video, so we're having 1 consultation, 1 process video and 1 before and after, it allows you to get 3 pieces of content out of 1 client that you have for free. And what does that mean? It equals more reach, okay? So coming back over here, we want to utilize our reach, okay? So by us utilizing our digital word of mouth, all right, within our free videos that we get from our own resources, we then want to tag them in each video. And this is a great way to position yourself as that authority within the local area. So we want to make sure that we're getting 3 videos out of our 1 free cut so that we are getting the most out of our deal, all right? We want to make sure that we're giving them a free cut. Let's get as much content as possible. Let's go over that again. We want to make 1 consultation video, 1 process video, 1 before and after. So in total, it totals to 3 videos out of 1 client. Now, let's go through the Barbers Content 3-tier system. This is simply just a tiering system that I feel like is the most effective way to get new clients using these specific content styles. For me, A tiers are consultation and process videos. Why? Because it allows you to position yourself as an authority and give people an insight on the thought process behind each cut. It also allows you to showcase your skills and technical skills throughout the whole process, showing you how you take them from point A to point B using your unique process. Your B tier is educational and carousels. Why? Because educational is probably more going to be suited to actually barbers who follow you, who want to learn about the educational side and the technique side, because ultimately clients don't have a clue when you're cutting round, square, triangular shapes. And same with carousels. Carousels are good, but they're just a little bit boring. I feel like for me, reels and the full videos, it gives people a full package, all right? Carousels are great, but most of the time people only swipe through the first 1 or 2 photos. And C tier, for me, are before and afters. They're good because it's quick and easy. However, there's not much substance to the content. So for me, if you can, focus on consultation and process videos. Carousels, if you want a quick, easy, step-by-step process on how you're breaking down technical skills. And then educational content is a great way for if you want to drive more traffic towards education and actually build a barbering following. But for me, if you're trying to get fully booked, I would focus on consultation and process videos. However, making sure that you get your 3 videos from your free cuts, your consultation, your process, and before and after, so you get 3 videos in total. Now, if you implement everything that I've just shared you within the 4 stages of how to become fully booked as a barber, there's no excuse to why you shouldn't be fully booked within the next 60 days. If you're tired trying to figure out how to do all these things yourself and you want to take the guesswork out of content creation and build a barbering personal brand ecosystem that allows you to add an extra 10k a month without working behind the chair 10 hours a day by leveraging professional content. The sad truth is, most of you watching will never build a personal brand that actually makes money. But if you're an action taker, and if you're ready to build a brand that funds your freedom, that attracts high ticket clients without needing millions of views, that runs on systems instead of stress, then this is for you. You've got 3 choices. You can do nothing, keep grinding, keep hoping, and maybe you'll figure it out. Maybe you won't. You can learn yourself. I drop weekly content on this YouTube breaking it down step by step, so make sure you subscribe and continue to get your free value. You can stop guessing and work directly with me. If you're ready to build a barbering personal brand ecosystem and add an extra 10k a month in the next 90 days without trial and error, DM me Profit on Instagram and I'll be more than happy to send you the information. Either way, you have everything you need to become fully booked and there's no reason why you shouldn't within the next 60 days. The ball's in your court. What are you going to do?